What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gameplays. And today, we're working on the end of week 2, the beginning of week 3 of Judge Simulator, where we are living in a banana republic not a banana republic, the banana republic, as a judge. And we have to either make or unmake corruption in our country. We got our lovely wife right here. That's right. Boop. We got our cat. The only animal in the family that I care about. We got our psycho son here, who's totally not a serial killer. And we got our daughter, who, man, I don't know what's up with her. All I know is that we've got good mental health. We got $200 whole in our wallets right here. And we could go out, but let's start our day. Let's get it going. Week 3, case 1. What do we have? So, just to double check, our corruption rating is still 0. Possibility of assassination is 0. That's positive. Got our bailiff over here. Good to go. Let's check out the hidden evidence. This is a new puzzle, by the way, that we haven't seen yet. So the way this one works is you find the ones that stay up, and then you keep adding to them until you get the sequence. All right, so this is our sequence so far. Okay. Remember Simon Says from when you were a kid? It's kind of like that. Shit. Oh my god. Ah. Thank you. Jeez. I had to get quiet there for a minute. Let's see what's up. Knife found on the person. Okay. 21272 fingerprint. Telephone conversation between Eldon, Duncan, and Arthur Darell. Who is writing these names? Who? Am I not Owl? Really? Who? All right. Arthur Darell. When are you going to give me my money back? Eldon, Duncan, give me some more time, please. I will return as soon as possible. Arthur Darell, I've waited long enough. I can't wait any longer. If you don't pay by tomorrow, at the latest, I'm not responsible for what happens. Eldon, Duncan, calm down. I'm saying I'll pay. Arthur Darell, if you don't pay by tomorrow, I'll kill you. This alone right here is illegal. This alone is criminal threats in the U.S. This, by the way, this is a banana republic, so, and I get the feeling it's a quasi-communist nation, but that's just a perception. I could be wrong. Let's find out whose fingerprint is 21272. 21282. Hey, 21272, Arthur Darell. So the knife belongs to him. He has no criminal record. Let's take a good look at him right here. Okay. So he's the guy on the left. 29 male, no criminal record. Eldon, Duncan, 30. Criminal record, yes. See, they've done this to us a couple of times. They've made the guilty party the one that doesn't have a criminal record, and the innocent party the one who does have a criminal record. If you go back to the video that we published before on this game, you'll see that there was a couple that looked like the twins who were assassins in a movie called Bullet Train with what's his name? The guy from Fight Club. Anyway, in those two, it was the exact same thing, and I get the feeling that's what we're probably dealing with here, if I'm honest. So let's start at the beginning. The innocent incident. Wow, I'm blind. The incident occurred in the evening at the home of Eldon Duncan. The person named Arthur Darell, who caused the injury, fled immediately after the incident. So we know that Arthur Darell caused an injury to Eldon Duncan. An arrest warrant has been issued for Arthur Darell as a result of the report of the person named Eldon Duncan. Okay, and Eldon Duncan, this guy right here, wow, wait, an arrest record has been issued for Arthur Darell as a result of the report of the person named Eldon Duncan. Arthur Darell, who caused the injury. Oh, right, because it was this guy's knife. Yeah, okay. So an arrest warrant has been issued for Arthur Darell, right, this guy. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. In the search initiated by the police as a result of the tip-off, it was determined that Arthur Darell was hiding in his sister's house and was captured by the police in the evening and brought to the police station for questioning. There you go. Eldon Duncan, who's the other guy. Let's go back. This guy. A month ago, I borrowed some money from Arthur Darell. He kept calling me and telling me that my debt was doubled and increasing day by day. I told him many times that I had not yet received payment from my workplace and that I would pay my debt when I received it. Despite this, he never stopped calling and harassing me, and after a while, he started following me home. Although I reported this situation to the police many times, I did not receive a positive response, and you won't because any police department around the world that I know of, they're a reactionary force. When something happens, then they do something, and somebody following you around, especially if you owe them money, they're probably not going to, it's just probably not going to happen. Now, if they physically assault you or if they verbally threaten you, then that's a whole other story because the police will then react to that. But in this case, this dude had not done so until this case. Seemed like it was all together. Let's see. I finally left my workplace and arrived at my house. I saw Arthur Darell behind me. I noticed that he was holding a knife in his hand. He pointed the knife at me and asked me to be quiet and go to my apartment with him. I couldn't react because I was afraid. Then we went to my apartment. After entering the house, he started rummaging through my house and looking for money. When he couldn't find money, he stabbed me in the leg. Then he quickly fled the apartment. Then I took my cell phone and asked for help from the police. Just FYI, in case you decide to crime at some point in the future, dear audience member, stabbing someone in the leg does not mean that money is going to then pour out of the wound. It's not. There's unless somebody is paying you to stab somebody, stabbing someone who owes you money immediately negates the payment. You're not going to stab someone and then they're going to pay you. It'll never happen. That's just not how it works. You either don't stab them or don't off somebody. I'm just saying, like, just don't stab people. It'll work better. Anyway, because here's the thing. Eldon Duncan was probably in the wrong. He probably owed him money and for too long. And then Arthur Darell went along and stuck him. And now Arthur Darell is in the wrong because no matter how bad what Eldon Duncan did as far as like an abusive friendship or maybe even a lie, Arthur Darell stuck him with a knife, bro. Like, you're done, son. That's it. Anyway, about a month ago, Eldon Duncan, this is from Arthur Darell here. About a month ago, Eldon Duncan called me and told me that he needed some money. Although I was in a difficult situation myself, I gave him the money he asked for and explained the situation to him. He said he would pay me the money as soon as possible. Since he did not respond after a month, I couldn't stand it and called him and told him that he had to pay his debt. He told me that he would pay the debt if I came by his house on the date and time. He probably wanted you to stick him in the leg too, right? I'm joking. When I went to his house, he told me that the money was in his apartment and that we should go up to the apartment. When we got home, he asked me to sit down and said he would come back soon. Then he stood in front of me with a knife and started making threats to me. Okay. I told him that he had to pay his debt no matter what. Then he swung the knife towards me. At that moment, I made a move to defend myself, and the knife was stuck in Eldon's leg. After I took the knife, and after that, I took the knife and ran to my sister's house because I was afraid. So Arthur Darell is saying that Eldon Duncan, who looks like a kind of a dweeb to me, came at him with a knife, and he ninja'd it back into Eldon Duncan's leg, and then took it out of his leg and ran away with it. All of that's a lie. All of that is definitely a lie. Let's hear what's up. How do you know a man named Arthur Darell? They're fucking standing right next to each other. Last year, he was someone I met through social media, and we met and became friends. Don't ever do that. In which hand was Arthur Darell holding the knife when he stabbed you? He was holding the knife in his left hand when he stabbed me with his left hand. I'm sure of it. Okay. How many times a week did Arthur Darell call you? He called and harassing me every day of the week. Man, perfect English. This is how all people who speak English speak. Did you call and harass Eldon Duncan between the days you lent him money and the day of the incident? No, I didn't, Your Honor. With which hand did the person, Eldon Duncan, point the knife at you? If I remember correctly, he pointed the knife at me with his right hand. Okay. Well, we can go right here, and we can see that there were phone calls. So, yeah, homeboy here is a fucking liar, and I don't. Physical assault crimes, malicious wounding. I'm gonna have to go with this, and this is a solid 8-year because it's not aggravated since he doesn't have a prior. So 8-year jail sentence, malicious wounding. I'm gonna have to go with that. Since they only allow us to do one thing here, because this is kind of a home invasion too. Double check, 8 years? 8 years flat. All right, my dude. I'm gonna set you up to the clink, and you're gonna do a little 8. There you go. All right, you're gonna be good. Less than a dime. You'll be out. You'll be out quick. Honestly, you'll with good time, you'll be out in 4, maybe 5. We'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. And you go take care of that leg, cause you got issues, man. And pay your debts next time. Fucking bum. Jeez. All right. Let's get this dice roll out the way. Cool beans. Oh boy, I couldn't wait to get home to my family. How exciting. I am going to bed. Daily news. Bill passed. Criminals who are not mentally well will be sent for treatment instead of punishment. Okay. It's weird how we're picking this information up from the newspaper and not from our boss. I'm sure this dude is unwell. You can tell, you can see the... Yeah, all right. Well, let's double check this right here. Okay, so bing, bang, boom, boom. There you go, bing. Let's see what this is. This dude just scraped up a bench. Sharp objects were dang, you got a lot of sharp objects on him. All right, let's see what's up. File. Is his last name Roast? Who's naming these people? What's going on? No criminal record. His mental health test, he's fine mentally. What's wrong with your name, bro? If your last name is Roast, change your last name. Your name is stupid. I don't know what to tell you. Willful damage to public property. The incident was discovered by citizens using the benches belonging to TRENX municipality, and an investigation was launched into the following complaints. The CCTV footage was examined in detail, and the person involved was identified as Hawertz Roast. Dude, this sounds like a Thanksgiving dinner meal or something. Anyway, as soon as a new bench was placed in front of TRENX Town Hall, and they started to wait. Hawertz Roast sat down on the bench at noon and took a sharp object out of his pocket. He was detained by the police at the same time. So they did a sting operation to see who was scratching up the benches? Dude, this would never happen. I'm just letting you know right now, there's 100% chance this would never happen in real life. Hawertz Roast. First of all, I didn't know it was a crime to do this. Dude, come on, bro. What's wrong with you? The reason I did it is that I unintentionally picked up a bad habit and turned it into an addiction. I can't control it anymore. But as I said, I didn't know it was a crime to do it. You know what? Is there digital evidence? Oh. Oh, but you know what there is? That's right. There's a freaking cat toy. And we're going to buy it. Yeah! I was just thinking about that. Emails? No emails. All right. This is a... What kind of crime is this? Is this a crime against the state? Dude. Whoa! 22 years and $100 million fine? Bro. All right, let's not... Oh. Let's see. This is like a... what do you call those crimes? Verbal assault, crimes of instigation, physical assault, public prosecution offenses? Willful damage to public property. There you go. Let's see. Inciting hatred and hostility among the public. That's not a Western law right there. That's a communist law. All right. Let's see. Willful damage to public property. 12 months public service. And I don't think this is aggravated. So 12-month public service. Let's double check. No criminal record. 12 months public service. Guilty. 12 months. Boom. All right. I feel good about that one. Oh, look, my name is up here. Judge Robert Tard. Love it. Mental health is still good. Got a whole 100. Oh, look at this. Look at this cat toy right here. The cat doesn't give a shit. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. So, send the day. All right, what do we have here? We have TRENX music and the wall music. Okay. No possibility of... We're doing really good so far. All right. TRENX, a music production company, claims that The Wall, a music production company, is using the structure of a track that belongs to them and violating their copyrights. Defendant, The Wall, music production company. Plaintiff, TRENX Music Production Company. There is one digital evidence for this case. TRENX Music Company has released a new track in recent weeks. 3 days after the track was released, the music company The Wall released a track of its own. In response, the music company TRENX argued that its copyright had been infringed and that it should be paid $10 million in damages, citing the track's infrastructure as evidence. The lawyer of TRENX Music Production Company, we spent a lot of time working on that track, and we were very happy that we finally finished it. But a few days later, we realized that the track released by the music company The Wall used the exact same infrastructure that we used. Our problem here is that they did not that they did this, but that they did it without permission. We decided to file a lawsuit for compensation, which we hope to get. We request that the appropriate action be taken. The lawyer of The Wall Music Production Company, the track was created with a complete original infrastructure and the long efforts of our sound engineers. This kind of accusation is unacceptable. We don't think there is a copyright infringement just because the infrastructure is similar. We are sure that in the tracks we released before them, they also have the tracks that are similar to our infrastructure. We do not want to be victimized by the situation, and we request that the necessary action be taken. Well, let's listen to the song. Dude. Even the structure, look at the structure of the two. I don't even have to listen to that, I can look at it. Which is obviously what they want, but... I'm sorry. Am I off base here? Leave a message in the comments. Let me know. I feel like I'm not off base at all on this. I'm calling this yes. I'm calling this yes. Yes, lady, you owe. Yeah, we're gonna... Dude, you owe. You're done, son. The Wall Music Production Company's conviction and payment of $10 million in compensation, or the Wall Music Company was found not guilty and not to pay any compensation. See, I feel like $10 million is a lot. I think it would really be based on how much the track had done. How do you put a value on something? Like, I'd have to see the numbers. You can't just... I feel like 10 million is a very arbitrary number. But since it's all or nothing, I got to go with it. So yeah, I'm on their side, 100%. Hey, as a result of your decisions in the case, we decided to raise your salary to $800. Well, thanks. I feel good about myself. How about you? We're doing good. We're doing good so far. Yes, payday. I'm a big fan of payday. Let's withdraw some money. All right, go home to see who wants something. Of course, my son. What do you want, son? Your son says his clothes are getting old. He wants $300 for new clothes. Do you accept? Your sanity will drop if you don't accept this. That's great. Man, it's taking all my hard-earned money. What's wrong with y'all? All right, well, let's end the day. Week 4, case 1. What do we have here? We got Joe Muller. And why do these two look like brothers? And Rise Burke. All right. So far, so good. Let's check this out. Case subject: Joel Muller sues SYSONY, SYSONY, for damages for the unaliving of his daughter. Defendant, SYSONY Company. Plaintiff, Joe Muller. There's a hospital report here. Diagnosis: major depression. Joe Muller's alleged that his 15-year-old daughter, Ellie J. Muller, had played the game Last of Me 2, owned by SYSONY, and that sometime after playing the game, she suffered from depression and subsequently unended things. Joe Muller, who blames SYSONY for his daughter's unending, seeks damages in the amount of $10 million. This is an arbitrary number again. For the pain and suffering, suffering he has suffered. Man, these double words here. In addition, the plaintiff, Joe Muller, requested the game be removed from sale. Rise Burke, one of the company's lawyers, is representing SYSONY in the case. Joe Muller: after playing this game, my daughter shut herself in her room. She never spoke to us. She hardly ate or slept. She was exhibiting behavior she would never normally do. So we took her to the hospital, and she was diagnosed with major depression. About 2 weeks later, her mother came home from work and found her unconscious on her bed, having a box of antidepressants. When we took her to the hospital, it was already too late. So where did she get the box of antidepressants? Because if she got them from the hospital and then she just took too many of them, maybe you as a parent should have been dispensing her medication to her one pill at a time and not just giving her the whole bottle to leak out on. Honestly, this sounds like bad parenting. You should be more in control of what games your children play. And you can't, what slippery slope are we falling into if we start blaming our children's behavior on media? If you don't want your kids on TikTok or Instagram, you don't want them playing Grand Theft Auto or whatever else, then don't. And when your kids turn 18, then they can do whatever the hell they want. But until then, maybe you should take a more active role in your child's life. I don't know, I'm off base here. That's just what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Joe Muller. Instead of trying to blame everybody and then trying to make money off of this. Rise Burke: our company never accepts such smear campaigns. Before the release of our game, we stated the legal age is 18. Here we see that Mr. Muller's daughter, Ellie, does not meet this age limit. In this case, the fault lies entirely with the family. I tend to agree with Mr. Burke here. How old was what's-his-name's daughter? Let's back up a little bit. Yo, she's 15 years old. Dude, like, that's retarded. That's stupid. So no, I'm sorry, Joe Muller. You're not getting anything from me. Or them. That ain't right. That ain't right. Let's talk to him. Mr. Muller, your daughter does not meet the legal age limit for the game. Do you think that you are at fault in the matter? Your Honor, my daughter borrowed the first game of the series from her friends and played it. When the second came out, she begged me to buy it. As a father, I couldn't break my daughter's heart. The game must be removed so that others don't have to go through... No, dude. You bought the game for her. Now you're culpable. Now you're a piece of crap. Mr. Burke, what is your defense on the matter? The fucking terms and conditions? Dude, what? Your Honor, the game has sold a lot of copies around the world, and we've never had an incident like this before. The reason why this happened is because the family acted unconsciously. Yeah. Moreover, there is no evidence that it was our game that caused her daughter's illness. We think they are using it to cover up their family problems. You know, I agree. I agree entirely. Let's rule on this and be done with it. I got other things to do, like go drinking. Compensation of $10,000 to the family, removal of the game. The rejection of the family's compensation claim and the game remaining on sale. Yeah, 100%. That's just what's fair. That's just what's fair. I'm not, no. That's robbery. That's an attempted robbery right there. All right, $150. We got good mental health. Cat is not playing with its cat toy, but that's okay. All right, let's end the day. See what's up. Breaking news. Big operation to Cartel. Members of the Salila Cartel have been found smuggling drugs. All right. Week 4, case number 2. All right, what do we got here? Let's see how we're doing. No possibility of arrest. No one wants to assassinate us. Hey, we got mail. Oh. We're offering you $500 to release Jeremy Alder and Mike Byrne. This money will make your job easier, and we will ensure that you are not affected by the decision you make. Well, this is a good time to make a point. So let's say that I just bang this gavel right now and say that both of these guys are innocent without looking at any of the evidence. Well, then my corruption meter is going to go up. So let's look at how much it costs to bring the corruption meter down. Just as a statement of business practice. Offer a bribe. This lowers the arrest bar by 25%. $750 will be enough for this. So that means that I need $750 to undo the damage that I would do by letting them free right now. And they're offering me $500. So just as a matter of practice, I would not accept this, even as a corrupt person, because there is no money to be made. In fact, I am losing $250 by agreeing to that. So nah, son, it ain't happening. Let's find the evidence on you, and we'll do this the right way. Oh boy, it's one of these again. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one goes straight across. 3 goes to the bottom. 4 is going to go here. And these two are crisscrossed. Because crisscross will make you jump, jump. All right, let's check out this evidence. What was seized after the operation? 8 kilograms of LAD, okay, and 9 liters of gamma hydro... Is this real? I ain't never heard any of this shit. I don't know what this is. And 2 submachine guns. Those I've heard of. All right, I'm with it. Let's check the case file. Jeremy Alder, 35, male, former criminal, or prior criminal record, and his mental health test came back good. To the Banana Republic Court, charges drug trafficking, taking part in organized criminal activities. The pickup truck in which Jeremy Alder, and Mike Byrne were traveling was stopped during a police stop. Cool. Another double, what is that, a double something? Double entendre? I don't know. As a result of the searches, a large number of drugs and weapons were seized from the vehicle used by Jeremy Alder and Mike Byrne. As a result of the identity check and the investigation, it was understood that Jeremy Alder and Mike Byrne were members of the Salila Cartel. All right, they're cartel members, gotcha. Jeremy Alder, I don't deny that we were transporting drugs. It was our duty to get them across the border. But in the course of that duty, the Mafia, in collaboration with our cartel, apparently sold us out. If we are going to jail, we will reveal their identities one by one. Mike Byrne, it was at least 5 times bigger than our previous deliveries. Oh, so you've done this before. I see. The risk was as great as the return, but the Mafia executives who had made a deal with our cartel told us that they would eliminate the risk, that they were cooperating with the police, and that the shipment would be successful. All they wanted was the necessary share of these shipments, but now I realize that they were working behind our backs. With what, the police? Who's this other cat? All right, Mike Byrne, gotcha. Yes, criminal, these guys both got priors. Dude, all right, is there digital evidence here? No, it doesn't really matter. You're guilty. I'm not taking the bribe. You're going to jail. Let's see. Is this narcotics? No. This is not considered narcotics. This is organized crime. Criminal activities. Prostitution. No, this is none of that. I mean, this is taking part in organized criminal activities. I guess that's what this is. So 24 years for the aggravated charge. There we go. Smuggling. Arms, human, drug. Okay, these are both aggravated, so 24 years in jail, $750,000 fine. All right, yeah, that's it right there. 24 years, 750. $24 years, $750,000. That look right to you? Looks right to me. All right, boom. And then this jabroni over here, sir, you are going to get the same thing. Boom. There you go. All right, we got a good dice roll. Everything seems solid. Mental health is good. 150 bucks. And let's end the day. Week 4, case 3. Oh, look. We finally have a 25% chance of being assassinated. Awesome. Whoa, who's this woman here? She looks mean. She looks extra mean. All right. So we got this one here. Finally, all right. Let's take a look at the evidence. So we have an amount, $200 from Dennis to Sophia Bonza from the Banana Bank. I love it. I love the Banana Bank. The receipt for the money was sent by Dennis. Gotcha. All right. Telephone call dialogue between Dennis and Sophia. Dennis, hello. Sophia, hi. Dennis, what is your fee? Sophia, $200 per hour, $500 per night. Which one do you want? This is, good Lord. All right, that's very straightforward. Dennis, let's see, an hour please. How do I make the payment? Sophia, I will send you a bank account and you can deposit the fee there. Dennis, okay, I'll get back to you after the deposit. Sophia, see you later. Now, I always read the evidence before I read the case because I'd like to read the evidence untainted by even the knowledge of the case. In my mind, that's just the way it seems to work best. And they're in the right order. So she has no criminal record. Sophia Bonza, 29. The charge is fraud. Recently, Dennis Junskovic, or whatever, wanted to have sexual intercourse with Sophia Bonza, whom he thought was a prostitute, in exchange for money. In the telephone conversation, Sophia requested a certain amount of money and asked Dennis to deposit it in her account. Dennis did not receive any return after depositing the money. Afterwards, he reported the situation to the police and filed a complaint against Sophia. Soon after, Sophia was arrested and detained at her residence address. Dennis: I broke up with my girlfriend about 2.5 years ago, and during that time I had no sexual intercourse with anyone. This affected me psychologically, and I thought that for my health, I could have a relationship with a prostitute. I found an app on the internet. I called the number provided. I was then sent a bank account, and I deposited $200 mentioned on the phone into the bank account she sent me and sent her a receipt. Then I realized that they had blocked my phone number. I tried to reach them for quite a while, but I couldn't. The amount I paid is not important, but I can't bear that these people are fooling others. That's why I decided to commence an action. Good Lord. That's why I decided to start to commence an action, because that's how English works. Sophia Bonza: first of all, I am not a prostitute. I have never been. My phone rang recently. A stranger asked me how much my fee was. At first I didn't understand, but then, thinking I was being made fun of, I told him that my hour cost $200. He asked how he could make the payment. I sent him my bank account, and then I realized that I had $200 in my account. When I realized it was a serious misunderstanding, I blocked the number. No, dude, no. I read that phone conversation. Inexplicably, I realized that my phone number was circulating on the internet on sexually explicit websites. I recently changed my number. Yeah, I don't believe you. Let's hear it out. Why didn't you tell the person who called your phone that you were not a prostitute? Like I said in the beginning, I thought he was making fun of me. After you realized it was serious, why didn't you send the money back? I tried to send it through the account number on the receipt I was sent, and it didn't work. I thought I would somehow later, and then forgot about it. Yeah, I don't believe you at all. So let's figure out what the charge of fraud comes to. Let's see, verbal theft. Is this theft? No, fraud. There we go. 4 years. She's got no ag, so it's just 4 years. Okay. So let's do it by the book. And Sophia, you're gonna get 4 years. Guilty, jail, 4 years. Don't be mean to people. Don't lie about stuff. Boom. As a result of your decisions you made in the case, we decided to raise your salary this week. You will earn $900 a week. Dude, we are balling. We are balling for a poor communist nation. We are killing it. What are you talking about? We're doing good. Boom. Let's get our password. Give me that money, son. Withdraw money. Boom. How we doing over here? We got $500. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling all good. All right, everybody. We're gonna call it good right here. We've done well. We've made it through 4 weeks so far. So I guess you're just gonna have to check in with me next time to see what happens to this judge in Judge Simulator in our little communist utopia that we're all running in called Banana Republic. Anyhow, I'll catch up with you guys next time. So take it easy, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.